May 2024 St. George's Park Training Camp. England women's team is entering the preparation phase for the 2024 Paris Olympics. In the squad, Ella Toone plays a pivotal role both professionally and in the media. She is the public face that the FA has placed a bet on. Everything seemed perfect, until a photo went viral on Reddit and Twitter. Ella Toone, intimately hugging the team's female fitness coach, Cara Evans, in a moment after a closed training session. No kiss, no obvious affection, but the eyes and the distance between the two need no explanation. Camera with flash #ToonTouch, campaign to hunt for news expose the media. Less than 24 hours later, a series of articles from The Sun, Daily Mail, Sport Bible broke out. Toone in an ambiguous relationship with the coaching staff? Is the FA covering up a love affair that affects internal fairness? Why did Keira Walsh unfollow Ella Toone on Instagram? On social media, the hashtags #ToonTouch and #favoritism in the camp trended continuously for 3 days. Bomb internal rift within the England team. An anonymous player told the newspaper. We are not saying anyone is wrong, but it makes a lot of people feel uncomfortable. Lauren Hemp refused to attend a promotional photo shoot with Ella. Head coach Serena Wegman was forced to answer the interview. We do not run the team by rumors. But if there is a breach of professional ethics, we will investigate. Ella Toone is silent, but Cara Evans is gone. On the 21st of May 2024, the FA announced that fitness coach Cara Evans had temporarily withdrawn from the Olympic camp, for personal reasons. Ella was absent for 3 consecutive days. The media asked, is Toone using influence to protect a personal relationship? Fans were divided. One half criticized Ella for being unprofessional. The other half accused the FA of discriminating against homosexuality in women's football. Studio microphone urgent press conference. Ella broke her silence. On May 24, 2024, Ella Toone appeared before hundreds of reporters. No makeup, red eyes. I had a private relationship with a member of the coaching staff. We did not break the rules, but I realized that in a team environment, a touch of the hand can become a wall of division. I would like to withdraw from the 2024 Paris Olympics so as not to hurt anyone anymore. The whole audience was silent. A female reporter from The Independent stood up and put her hand on her heart. Then the whole room stood up and applauded, not because of the scandal, but because of the courage to speak the truth. End conclusion. No more number 7, but still Ella. The 2024 Paris Olympics took place without Ella Toone. England reached the semi-finals but lost to France in a penalty shootout. And Ella? She opened a mental training center for female players called Neutral Ground, where every relationship starts with trust, without prejudice. On her personal page, her new bio has only 5 words. Still loving, still learning. An open letter from Cara Evans, to the FA, teammates, and Ella. The 2nd of June 2024 posted on @Coach Cara Evans. I am not a player. I have no fans, no brand deals, no big stage. I am just a coach, behind the scenes, until the day it all goes beyond the professional. To the FA, the England women's players, and especially Ella. I write this not to justify myself, nor to defend against any accusations. I write to take responsibility, and to free myself from silence. There is one thing I must say first. I loved Ella Toone. Not in an unfair or exploitative way. I loved her for the smile she wore after training, for the way she never missed a sprint, and for the look in her eyes that was always on the verge of tears, but never allowed herself to cry. It wasn't planned. It started with rearranging equipment together, then small talk when the camp was dark. We weren't wrong, but I was wrong to think I could keep it in my personal drawer when I was living in a communal locker. When the photo was leaked, I chose to stay silent. I withdrew not because I was cowardly, but because I felt I had broken the trust of a group, not by action, but by the ambiguity of my feelings. I'm sorry for letting my personal feelings blur the lines of professionalism. I'm sorry for making other players feel insecure. I'm sorry for Ella, for leaving her to shoulder the brunt of a relationship that I was also responsible for. I don't know if I'll ever be a manager at the FA again. But if not, I'll accept that. Because there are great lessons to be learned from losing the things you hold most dear. At the end of the letter, I just want to say this, with all the kindness left. I fell in love with one of the best players England has ever produced, not just because she was a good footballer, but because she was brave enough to come forward and tell the truth, even when I didn't dare. Cara Evans. A year later, still Ella, but not the same. A love affair that once caused a media storm, ended not with a scandal, but with a gentle goodbye. Spiral calendar June 2025, Women's Legacy Cup, Friendly Tournament, Birmingham. Ella Toone has now returned to the England team, no longer a marketing star, no longer an Instagram smile, just a quiet, focused and silent vice-captain midfielder. She does not advertise cosmetics, does not attend talk shows, only coaches and plays. At the same time, Cara Evans, after the historic apology letter last year, was invited back by the FA as U21 women's team ethics psychology advisor. A quiet, unobtrusive, but extremely important position. On June 8, 2025, in the U21 friendly match, Cara led the team onto the field for the first time alongside the head coach. In the stands, Ella watched. Silence. No interviews. No show. Ice the moment no one filmed, but everyone felt it. After the match, Ella left the field. Cara was walking in the opposite direction, holding her tactical book. They met right at the intersection of the pitch and the retreat to the coaching cabin. No one stopped. Just nodding. A nod just enough to say, "I'm fine." "Me too." No more needed. Book 1 year later 2026, Ella published a mini-memoir, I'm Still Ella. A thin 100-page book, no scandals. No mention of Cara's name. Just notes from the training ground, about the first time she felt like she was no longer a recreational player, but someone who lived with a real heart. I was loved, hated, misunderstood, canonized, slandered, all in 1 year. But I just want to be Ella. The one who doesn't apologize for feeling. The one who knows when to stop. Clapperboard conclusion. No love again, no marriage, no explosion. Just, two women who loved each other, hurt each other, and had the courage to leave each other to keep the best part. On Ella's IG, exactly 1 year after the scandal, there was only one short story. A photo of an empty training ground, shoes placed on the pitch. Caption. Still playing, still grateful, still not sorry.